What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So, a couple days ago, man, the scandal hit the battle rap community concerning one of our new up and coming bloggers, Harlem legend, Too Real for Battle Rap TV. And in this scandal, a lot of things were said to slander and bring defamation to that brother's character, where some false paperwork was put together. They took pictures of his real case and attached it to the paperwork to make it appear like it was authentic and genuine pertaining to the lies that was put in there. They took somebody else's identity and attached it to his just to bring shame to the man, where in this paperwork they were saying that he had raped and assaulted a few women. DNA Tooth had put this up on his channel to present it to the battle rap community as being true, as being also credible information. When come to find out, it was false. It was proven to be 100% false. He is aware of this and know that it is false. However, he refused to take the video down, to leave it up to continue to push and promote it, because that's exactly what you do when you leave that up, because it stays up. And people even down the line may run into it believing that it's true. So why haven't you took that video down when that man requested you to take it down after it was proven to be false, and you still have that video up? Why would you do that to a person? Why would you do that to people? You don't have to like a person. You don't have to even rock with a person. But you don't play about things like that. That's unfair to the victims who was really raped by that person. That's the thing y'all never look and consider. You never really think things out before you do things. That's unfair to the women who were really raped by that person who really raped them. And you're using a fake identity of something that happened in real life, and you attaching it to the person who didn't do it and liberating the person who did do it. That ain't cool, man, to do things like that. And it's terrible the way people would go out of their way to do that just because they don't like you. I take things like this personal because, again, it was done to me on several occasions. Even though I got the thick skin to endure it, and I know that truth will always stand against the lie, but it still don't take away these things being done. And that's terrible to do something like that to somebody, especially when you know that the information you putting out there is false. That ain't cool to do. And why would you risk your freedom, your liberty, your health, your finances on a lie? Why would you do that? What's so real about that? And being a man doing these type of things, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. Stop always using this internet as a game to play and mock people's lives, just so that you can get likes, just so that you can get subscribers, just so people can stroke your ego and tell you how much of a good job you're doing by covering the community when you're not covering it in truth. Now, don't get me wrong. I know we don't go to school for this stuff. And I know we don't have some criteria or agenda that we have to go by as bloggers. But you would figure as black people, man, and brothers who already got it bad enough that we be racially profiled and not really accepted and got to work hard for everything we want to do, that we wouldn't be so hard against each other and so maliciously attacking others when brothers ain't even guilty of the things you actually accusing them of. For what? Just for 4,000 views? What's that? $5? So you want to destroy your person to get people to believe that this is real about him because you want to make $5. No. No, 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 no. Man, that's terrible, bro. I don't like stuff like that, bro. All the content you can have, all the things you can talk about, all the stuff you do talk about. But don't slander a person like that, and don't be malicious against that brother like that, because that's going to come back on you. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. You don't have to believe in God, but God is real. God is true. And in the same measure you give it out, it comes back to you. Make no mistake about this, bro, and mark my words on this. That stuff come back on you. You will have deaths in your families. You will have financial crisis. You will have sickness in your body. Play with it if you want to. I'm telling you this because I'm warning you, brothers, of the ignorance you don't know about because y'all don't know nothing about God and life. You just don't do stuff like that. Women was raped for real. That's not nothing to play with. That's not a game. That's not a joke. So when people force those things and put it where it don't belong, shame on you for playing with something like that. And to be a man to do this type of stuff, that's dirty. That's low down, bro. You don't do that to people. You can have people who really believe that that's true and can harm that man. Even though he probably will never see it coming. You literally putting this man's face out here saying that this man do this and you speaking like it's real and true when it's not true. Shame on you for knowing it wasn't true when you put it out there. But even shame on you now to know that it's not true and you still got it out there. That's terrible. And you do the things you do because you figure, well, don't nobody know me. They ain't figured me out yet. They don't know where I live. Nobody ain't really seen my face. So you know what? I can lie on whoever I choose to lie about. I could be gangster to anybody I want to be gangster about. And those same people who stroke your ego, who you be trying to be prideful to, is going to be the ones that nail your coffin. Make no mistake about it. See, you brothers never been important in life. Therefore, you go out of your way to be accepted in life. Because if this was something that you've been doing, then this would be something you already used to. It wouldn't go to measures you do to actually get this shock value to bring attention to yourself so that you could be reading the comments of people telling them, way to go, good job, stay on their necks, keep doing that. That's the enemy using those people to stroke your ego to keep you doing what you're doing, only for God to slam the hammer on you, brother. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. It's estimated that over 100,000 people die a day. So waking up every morning is God's grace and compassion and blessing on you that you take advantage of, using it to destroy others. How long do you think that's going to happen? Death ain't prejudice at all. It come for the young, the old, the rich, the poor, the black, the white. Death ain't prejudice to none. Y'all always thinking everything is a game until you a part of that number. It's always funny when the shame is on somebody else. But when it's on you, my. Y'all don't never think about y'all loved ones when you hurting other people's loved ones. You never think about yourself when you putting something out on someone else. When you know it's not true, don't do such a thing like that. Now, if the information was true, then yes, you should have that out there. It should be awareness. It should be warning. It should be. Those things need to be exposed and put out there if it's true. But if it's not true, that shouldn't be out there like that. And y'all shouldn't do that, brother, like that. And people shouldn't be condoning and co-signing that. And y'all shouldn't be congratulating that. All in the comments, destroying this man, tearing him down when the man is innocent of what's being said about him. You don't have to like him, but don't lie on a man's life. That's the problem. That's the problem. And it's sad. to see that brother do that, and it don't even bother you in your conscience. The man asks you to take it down, and you wouldn't take it down because you got this pride on you that you want to uphold this false image that's not even there. You got to uphold this false image that isn't even there. Do you really believe, bro, you really just keep getting away with this stuff? Like, do you really believe that? The Bible say warning comes before destruction. These be your warnings. You don't even got to like me, but I guarantee you everything I'm saying is true. And you know the sad thing about being important on this internet? Everybody gonna get to see and hear about it. Everybody's going to get to see and hear about it. Make no mistake about it. You don't do things like that. For $5, bro? Really? For $5, you really got it that bad? You really hurting that bad? You don't have to like them, man. Don't nobody even know you. And yet here you are, want to go up against everybody that's known because your identity is hidden. You think that's real? You think that's real? No, that shows how much of a coward you are as a man. Even to the point you can't even show your face because you got so many enemies and so many people want to hurt you, and you fearful and afraid of that. You fearful and afraid of that, but you want to put stuff on other people? You need a reality check, bro. Man the hell up. Stop acting so childish, dude. Because you wouldn't want somebody to do that to you. You have put yourself in a position that you can't even show your face. People have literally got hurt behind false accusations of people being you. So imagine if they really knew you. You can hide from the world, but you can't hide from God. And if you know anything about God, He's going to grab you by your collar, pull you up, and expose you to the world. He never failed in doing that. He never failed in doing that. Play with it. Continue to play with it. Think it's a game. Remember, you on TV for the world to see. Your shame gonna be worse than anybody's. If you do not stop that trash, if you do not repent from that wickedness, you're gonna be on display worse than anybody. Mark my words when I tell you this. Do not let the enemy put you in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. You was wrong and out of pocket. You was misinformed of your information. You took it and put it out there, and you brought shame to somebody where it don't belong. That man have a family. That man have friends. That man have children. And things like that shouldn't be out there on him when it's not true about that man. It's not right. And brothers need to stop doing that trash. But you want to show off. You want people to think you tough. Well, guess what? Nobody thinks you tough. Nobody believes it. You can't show your face. Nobody believes what you say. Okay? And because you don't show your face, it don't give you a right to scandalize, tear down, and maliciously attack others. And put false information and documentations out here on people that you know is false. They literally took a real picture of this man, attached it to fake paperwork with real women who was actually really raped, hurt, broken, and mentally scarred right now to this day. It's not nothing to play with. You think God gonna let y'all get away with that? No. You better pay attention to this internet. You better pay attention to the very internet you own. That everybody who ever went these routes ended up getting it bad and worse. Whether they got their brains blew out, or whether they end up getting sick and diseased, or whether they end up being poverty stricken, or whether they end up losing the loves of their life, whether they end up losing their freedoms. You putting yourself in that same position, and you have lined up in that same line. You don't have to worry about people getting justice. God will get justice, whether they believe or not. That's the problem with y'all. Know everything else, but don't know nothing about God. You can break down rap. You can break down jewelry. You can break down fashion. You can break down females. You can break down food. You can break down cities and states. You can break down the history of music. You can break down sports. But ignorant to the living God, even though you're living on his planet that he's in control of. Do you not know if we go too close to the sun, we die? Do you not know if we go too far from the sun, we die? Too close, too far, we die. And we on a floating planet that God is controlling by his divine word that keeps it in order. That's out of man's hands. And y'all ignorant niggas don't know a damn thing about God. But you men and you parents. So what are you raising? What is your understanding? What do you stand on? Let the enemy get y'all so cheap. Y'all be bought so cheap. Man, y'all sell out for nothing, man. Like, y'all have no integrity. What do you stand on? What do you really represent? You don't stand on life. You don't stand on God. You don't stand on truth. You don't stand on integrity. Man, y'all do anything for attention, anything for a view, anything for a subscriber, anything for a heart, anything for a comment. Like, damn, why y'all so much sellouts, boy? Then you wonder why we in the position we in. Why every other nationality is doing better than us. Because niggas conditioned to hate each other. Niggas. Not black men, because it's a difference between a nigga and a black man. Niggas' minds always on garbage. Niggas can never be unified. That's the problem. You can always find a sellout nigga that's willing to infiltrate any unity, any togetherness, any uplifting. Shame, man. Brothers got to threaten you to do right. Some people so stupid, they so arrogant, big-headed, and stubborn, they'd rather die and go straight to hell for something that you didn't succeed in nothing. You lived a worthless, unsuccessful life. What do your life mean if you die and went straight to hell? You won't be remembered. You won't be loved. You won't be respected. It didn't even serve a purpose. It was all for nothing. All for nothing. You want to be remembered for being a liar? You want to be remembered for being a fraud? You want to be remembered for being a hater? You want to be remembered for being a coward? That's what your life is going to result of? That's what you're going to be remembered by? Like, man, get out of here. No. No, 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 no. Bang the gavel on you dumbass niggas. I can't stand niggas. We need more black men who could be unified, who know how to unite, who know how to come together, who know how to come up with solutions to make life better for not only yourself, but also for others. Who ain't so willing to go out of their way to try to seek attention like a whore, to actually be accepted when you're not even accepted. Terrible, man. Take that stuff down on that brother, man. Stop doing that type of trash. Like I said, as long as that thing come up, that's a curse and a judgment on your life. That's a curse and a judgment on your life. You literally saying this man did this to women who was actually raped by somebody else. Nigga, is you even paying attention to what you doing? Like, damn. Always want to show out. Everything for attention. Mark my words. I'm putting this on and I'm telling you what I know to be true. Whether he accepted or not, whether he admitted or not, that's going to come back on him. Because it's not only Harlem Legend that he's shaming those rape victims who was actually really raped and harmed by that guy who they trying to say is Harlem when it's not even Harlem. And that's shame to do something like that. Because what you're doing is uplifting the person who actually raped those women. You actually really saying that he didn't do it, that Harlem did it, when this man actually did it. And you got people who don't know about this situation that can come across that video and really believe Harlem did that. You can make this man actually lose things as a result of your lies. It happened to me. It happened to me. That ain't right, man, for people to do that. But again, this is the world we live in. No matter what I say at times, some people just don't get it till it's too late. He one of those dudes. Show off so much, you can't talk sense into him. He one of them ones who end up having to learn the hard way, even at the cost of his very own life or somebody he loved. They never consider that. Never consider that. Because they think they have a green light to do wrong to anybody, and as a result of that, nothing is going to happen to them, even though things are falling apart all around them, and they don't even know where it's coming from. They don't even know where it's coming from. Why mama died, why brother died, why cousin got shot, why friend got shot, why my woman cheated on me, why I'm losing money, why I'm sick in my body, why I'm seeing like I'm stressed out all the time. You don't even know. You have opened doors to demons to come in your life because of what you did to somebody else's life, because you ignorant of God. Terrible what you did, man. Take that video down on that brother, man. And anybody else you probably then lied to and shamed or scandalized when you know that it wasn't true, being ashamed to them and defamation to them when it's not true and you know it's not true. Shame on you brothers that do that trash. Every brother in this community or in any other community that put lies on people, slander people, ridicule people, and gossip to the point where you putting these jackets on these brothers and sisters and you know it's not true about them and you only going off speculations and you going off false information. Shame on y'all for doing that type of trash. Every last one of y'all that do that. Stop doing that. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's some question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth. Harlem Legend is not guilty of the things that they said on that brother, and I'm saying this again because there's so much fake stuff in the community, it's not even funny. Bloggers let this stuff go and never address it and put it and close those doors of lies. People be wanting to be entertained in any type of way they can be entertained, even at the expense of someone else's shame when it's a lie on them. And I'm just one of those bloggers that don't do that type of stuff. I'm going to stand up for somebody even if I don't like them or rock with them on if they being wrong. I'm going to speak on that behalf when I know that it's false about that person that people putting out there trying to make it seem like the lies is true. And that's what I'm doing for Harlem. I don't really have a relationship with that man like that, but I have spoken to him a couple times behind the scenes. But either still, this could have been anybody. If I get the knowledge of it and know about it, that's wrong. That's out of pocket, man. Simple as that. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours.